The last thing I want to show is how you could test this out and see what it looks like as a student before assigning it to everyone in your class. The first thing you want to do is make sure that the content is published. In this case, I've published everything, and I want to check and make sure that the course is published as well. So here I can see the course status is published. That all looks good, which means this will be visible to students. I can then click View as a student, and in Canvas, this will take me into a student view. I'm going to click on this graded activity here, this language reading, and I'm going to complete it. This is what the student sees. They see that it has a due date, it has a points value, and then they'll see the actual assignment, the live Pressbooks chapter, here in the browser, loaded within the LMS frame. So I will start by filling out these activities, and I'll work my way through. So I'm completing these activities by guessing between Sarah and a star. And I've almost completed it. I can see a progress bar at the bottom. And here's going to be the last answer. At the end, I can see, okay, I got 5 out of 6 correct. Then I'll come down and do this next activity. I'll supply the definite article. This is a fill in the blank activity. And on this one, I got 7 out of 9 correct. And finally, as a student, I'll come down and I'll click on all of the conjugated forms of the verb ser. On this one, I did pretty well. I got 10 out of 13. So I've now done all of the activities, all the graded activities in this chapter. So at this point, as a student, I can click on grades, and I'll see I have a new grade. My total overall score on this activity was 11.38 out of 15. That's how a student could do this. They could see that they received a grade. They could go back and they could repeat the assignment. Depending on the grade scheme, their grade might change. The other thing that's very helpful, though, for you and for your students is if you've included the Pressbooks results viewer, a student can click on the Pressbooks results viewer, and then they will see details. So if there are multiple assignments, they could select the assignment they want to look at. In this case, I've only done the language reading, lesson 1, and you'll see on each of these activities, here's the total point value that I got. This first activity, Sarah versus a star, I scored 0 out of 1, scored a 5 out of 6, a 7 out of 9, a 10 out of 13. In total, I scored 22 out of 29, and that corresponds to the 11.38 out of 15 score that I got. And that's how a student would interact with this. And as an instructor, I could see, oh, okay, that's how the student view will work and what students will see. If I leave the student view, as an instructor, you also can look at the grades in the gradebook. So I can see test student score. And if I wanted to, I could also use the chapter results viewer, and I would see the attempts of everyone in the class that's attempted this. And that's how you can use the Pressbooks chapter viewer and Pressbooks results as a student to see how the grade works.